Hi, welcome to the TNT Show. Today's episode is brought to you by Performance Guards. Before we get into today's topics, I want to remind you, we're in the middle of our Star Wars ticket giveaway. Don't forget to enter. You can find all the information about it at our website, thetntshow.com. Today, we're going to talk about sports. E-sports. Has e-sports become real sports? Esports prizes have reached in the millions of dollars now. Millions of dollars, guys. Have they reached actual sport level?
I don't think so, because on the same argument of the same question of whether NASCAR is a real sport or not, it's really close. NASCAR is really close, right? It's a competition and it requires physical stamina, but the winning of the sport is not based on somebody's physical abilities or physical talents. And so I wouldn't say that esports is a sport any more than chess is a sport or Magic the Gathering is a sport, which is a fantastic game, great competition, but a sport to me has to involve a lot of physical ability, and esports is not so much that. I think sports is the wrong term for it, but because sports is such a beloved word, that if you call it sports, then people are going to get on board, and it's understandable that somebody could make a living and have it be respectable as a professional e-athlete, but it doesn't really make sense to me. So somebody who makes a living as a computer programmer is not an athlete, nor is somebody who plays the game.
An athlete.
Yeah.
Yes.
First off, you started off with NASCAR, so you're trying to get our show just burned down, right?
I know. I'm not worried about the Magic the Gathering people as much as the NASCAR people.
There's some passion. I can feel it already.
Going down like a noob in Call of Duty.
I tend to think that once you have some physical skill involved and you have to practice and it takes some dexterity, which is why I'm okay with NASCAR being a sport, and I'm okay with this esports being a sport. ESPN has started to cover it. They're showing this on ESPN, ESPN2. I feel like, though I think that's valid, and we're not competing here, so I think that that's where your line is on whether this is a sport or not. And in any sport, when you're trying to decide if it's a sport or not, is, do I feel like a sport has to be athletic? But I think this takes strategy and planning and thought and teamwork and physical skills, and you have to train yourself physically to do it. I think it's starting to get there. I think it's starting to be recognized as sports. The money is starting to become sports money.
Sure.
And it's blowing up. And it's just, we had this side conversation about how geek culture has started to blow up.
Yeah.
This is going along with that. This is becoming mainstream, and that's pretty amazing.
Right.
So even if it's not getting there, it's whatever level it is, it's starting to become the level of major sports, at least the level of golf, however you feel about that.
Is robot fighting, robot wars, is that a sport, or is drone racing a sport? Because it does involve manual dexterity.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got to train and your physical body has to be to do it to be successful, I think so. I think if you have to control the robot with your hands or your whatever, if you're programming it and you're putting it in a ring, no, maybe not. They're doing the sport part. But if you have to actually control the machine, I think so.
That's a good line where robotic autonomy starts. Yeah. Human sports ends.
Yeah, I like that.
I have to say, I think anything that is competitive with a prize, any sort of organized competition with a prize, to me, is sports. It may not be athletics, but it's sports.
That makes the TNT show a sport.
It is. It's competitive. There's a prize.
Done.
It's themed. Welcome to sports.
There you go. Well done.
Tell your mom. She'll be proud.
Oh, guys. Time for the TNT round. Ready?
Fight.
All right.
It's sports day, right?
Exactly.
I'm excited. Need cheerleaders and shoulder pads.
Since the TNT show is pretty much a sport, I think we've decided, right?
They have to be winnings.
Hello. We are keeping score, so that means It's time to draft teams. Each week, we're going to draft a new player to both the red team and the blue team.
We happen to be. I didn't plan this.
I know.
Wear the red
This is the only way I can keep it straight, is if you wear the right colors. When you're drafted, some cool things happen. You get, ready for this? Cash prize of $1. $1. One George Washington. That's right. That may not seem like much right now.
Yes, it does.
You're like, that's more than my allowance. But each week, your team may also have a chance to win another $1 for each of you. That adds up. That's lunch money right there. So each week, we'll also be introducing a prize. For example, awesome things that we know you're going to be into.
BlizzCon exclusives.
And at the end of the season, the winning team is going to pick their prizes. So, stick around. It's going to be worth it.
But wait! There's more!
Before we get to the drafting, there's one more prize you need to know about.
Die of Destiny!
Every week, there's a chance for one lucky subscriber to win a $50 prize. How that's going to work is we're going to roll
This magical blue dice. If this lands on a 20, an 18, or a 19, I didn't do that in order, I don't have to, then we will draw from the pool and you'll win. Now it's time to roll. So here comes the magic dice. And here we go.
Either
It's a 4. No $50 this week, but stay tuned. Next week could be the lucky week. Okay, I'm not going to make you wait any longer. Let's draft. Matt, do you want to go first?
I do.
Left to right? Right to left?
Yes. All right. We've got Stephen W.
Steven!
Welcome to the blue team.
I hope that there's not more than one Stephen W.
I hope there is.
I have Tiago B. Welcome to the red team.
There you have it. As you may or may not know, our intrepid reporter, Rev, went to BlizzCon. Intrepid and mysterious.
BlizzCon.
BlizzCon. Yes. Lots of adventures were had. And while he was there, he did a poll. So I thought it might be fun if we did kind of Family Feud style, some questions.
Let's play the feud.
You guys familiar,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So the question is, who are the top Blizzard villains of all time? Matt, do you want to start?
Yes, I would love to start. The top villains of all time, because of his ability to create a cataclysm in the entire world of Warcraft, I'm going to go with Deathwing.
Deathwing.
Indeed.
Okay. Survey says you've hit the board with that in third position. So there are 2 answers above that.
All right. Good luck, G.
G?
Okay, well, because he's got a sweet weapon and he's just got a sweet name and he's just freaking sweet, I'm going to pick the Lich King.
Lich King. Survey says ding, ding, ding. Yes, your answer is on the board.
Of course.
In third place.
Oh.
It's a tie for third place,
How
guys.
many? Oh, yeah. All right.
Well, there are at least 2 answers above that.
Okay.
Which means I'm going to give Matt another chance to try to find the number 1 answer.
I think I can top that. Let's go with, even though he doesn't have a name, he only has a title, but because it's not in English, it sounds cooler. Diablo.
Diablo. I can
El
translate
Diablo.
for you. It means devil.
Oh.
So since he's the embodiment of all evil, I think that makes him a pretty great quote-unquote
Very
villain.
villainous. All right.
enough.
Survey says ding, ding, ding. That answer is on the board.
All right.
In second place.
Climbing.
That's right. Matt has taken the lead. 5 other people agree with you on that answer. So
course
the
they did.
numbers are worth mentioning. G,
Okay.
can you beat Diablo?
Well, I'm gonna go for a different strategy here. I'm going from the same game series, but I'm hoping that people figured everybody else was gonna say Diablo. So I'm gonna pick the Butcher, which is a very fine bad guy, early to fight in the game. Maybe people haven't even played long enough to see Diablo, in hopes that I can game the game.
The Butcher. Survey says...
And that's another name that's not a name, it's just a title.
Yeah, it's just a title.
But it's pretty awesome. It's like Wild Style. You know?
Yeah.
Like, so on your birth certificate it says The Butcher.
The Butcher. Yeah, I'm the, Butcher.
Yes, you hit the board with that answer, but it is not the number one answer. In fact, neither of you got our top answer, but Matt takes the points for
Right.
having the highest answer of the two of you.
Point blue team.
I'm sure at home you're dying to know what was the top answer. At number 10, Malthael. At number 9, Sylvanus. At number 8, The Butcher. Number 7, Sargeras. 6th through 3rd, really just 3rd place because they're all tied. Deathwing.
Yes.
Ragnaros. Illidan. The Lich King. At number 2, Diablo. And at number 1, drumroll, Kerrigan. Did you see that coming? All right, second question. You won't expect this question. Who are the all-time top Blizzard heroes?
All time or the last century?
Both, actually, as it turns out.
I really like the Ghost Nova. Just a sweet sniping character that I think people think is cool. So we're going to go for coolness factor.
Nova. Survey says... Ding, ding, ding. You've hit the board with Nova.
Okay.
Coming in 7th position,
Okay.
but on the board.
All right.
Well done. Matt, what's your counter?
I'm going to go with Tyrion
Tyrion.
because Peter Dinklage is brilliant.
No.
Lannister always pays his debts.
And the Warcraft version of Tyrion is not a small person. He's huge and very, very heroic.
Survey says... Ding, ding, ding. You've hit the list in 8th place.
So I'm on the board.
But there's at
Maybe at
least
the bottom
one
of the
person
board, but
who
I'm on the
agrees.
board.
Right.
All right, G, can you do better than 7th?
Okay, I'm going to go right up the line to the old storyteller himself, Deckard Cain.
Stay a while and listen.
Deckard Cain. Survey says... You have hit the board better than 7th,
Okay.
6th.
Oh, okay.
It's the number 6 answer, with 2 people agreeing with you.
Mission
So
accomplished.
we're getting up there. Matt, it all comes down to this. Can you beat that?
Of course I can. I'm going to go with, because I'm so proud of her for overcoming being assaulted and still competing in the Olympics, Kerrigan.
Kerrigan, Nancy,
Yes.
obviously.
Yes, she's fantastic, fantastically powerful.
Survey says...
Really? I guess they just picked her as the bad guy.
Guess she's far more villainous,
Yes.
or far greater of a villain than she is of a hero.
Fortunately, 8th is not better than 6th.
It is not. It's not even better than 8th.
So that means G takes this round. All right, so G wins that round, but no one got our number 1 answer. So, for you at home, here's the top 10 list. Coming in, well, technically 11. Coming in at number 11, Sheldon.
Big Bang Theory Sheldon?
I am the sword master!
Number 10, some say she's a villain, Kerrigan.
I think she's a better hero.
Number 9, Sylvanus. Number 8, Tyrion. Number 7, Nova. Number 6, Deckard Cain. Number 5, Varian Wryn.
King Varian.
King Varian Wryn. I even drew a little crown.
I know you
there.
did. That's why I
Don't
had
sell him
to-
short.
Yeah, sorry.
Not Mr. Rin.
Not Mr. Wryn. Number 4, Jaina Proudmoore. Number 3, Tyrael. Number 2, Jim Raynor.
I was gonna take Jim Raynor, but the name sounds so vanilla. You know? We're talking about like Deathwing, you know, and Jim Raynor.
Raynor's
I
like
guess
your
Kerrigan
neighbor.
sounds kind of vanilla too, but yeah, it's like Jim. You know, have you met my buddy Jim? Yeah,
Did
check
you
out
ask
his sword.
Jim Raynor if you can borrow his snow shovel?
My pleasure, darling.
And number 1, again with the drum roll, Thrall.
Thrall's a great character, but that's a terrible name. I'm sorry, Blizzard. You might as well have called him Lackey or Minion or something like that, you know?
Thrall.
Yeah, like I'm a lesser vampire.
I've said it
Thrall
before,
than a
and I'll
vampire.
say it again. I think it's enthralling.
Next question.
What do you think that fried zergling would taste most like? Matt, you get to start.
Fried zergling would taste like fried pickles.
Fried pickle.
The ones that have at Buffalo Wild Wings, because they're the best fried pickles around.
Survey says... Sorry, I'll surprise you that no one else thinks that. You're alone. You're so alone.
No, I still have my fried pickles.
Gee.
Well, I think people will think that a good chunk of fried zergling will taste a little bit like jerky. A little jerky-y, maybe some sinewy, chewy, jerky-esque.
All right.
But super tough, whatever it is.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Just you got to beat the mess out of it.
Yeah. All right, survey says... No one else thinks that, G.
Dang it.
Sorry. You might be right, though, now that I think of it.
Yeah.
Matt, can you get on the board?
It's gonna be like those scarab beetles that they ate in Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom.
But you're not eating.
All right, survey says...
Scarab beetles from Indiana Jones.
That's 2 strikes. That's Dos Equis.
Dos Equis.
I don't always eat fried pickles, but when I do, it's at Buffalo Wild Wings.
We should be like on Family Feud when they say the stupidest answers and everyone's like, good answer.
Good
right,
one, yeah.
answer.
Yeah, scarab beetles.
See, survey says?
Yeah. Well, obviously, it really tastes like chicken.
Chicken. All right, that's a good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Oh, yeah.
Survey says... Ding, 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 ding. You've hit the board at number 2.
All right.
4 people agree with you. But who agrees more with a different answer?
Wow! You took the long way around to
Really
that
did.
one.
This is my life. Oh. Okay, so G is the winner,
Yay for chicken.
having got an answer that's on the board at number 2. But I know at home, you're dying to know, what does it actually taste like? Here are the answers from BlizzCon from the bottom up. Wolf, eggplant,
There's a Kid Icarus crossover right there. You have an eggplant wizard that makes zerglings. Good luck, Pit.
we've got references for everyone. Shark, hot dog, crab, fish, sausage/bacon, which don't taste the same, by the way.
/bacon?
Yeah. Octopus / squid, same kind of
Octosquid.
muscle thing. And number 1, alligator / crocodile. I mean, they're kind of interchangeable, I guess.
Alligator /crocodile.
Okay, one more question. If you're having deep fried zergling, what kind of sauce do you pair it with?
Man, that's a good question, but
I know.
we have no time.
Chipotle Ranch. Already said.
The cream cheese one you get on top of fancy sushi.
Ketchup and mustard.
Tartar sauce.
Really? I was going to say honey barbecue. Maybe a little sriracha? Yeah.
Chipotle, obviously.
Definitely barbecue. It's a good marinara sauce, something like that with fried zergling.
The butcher. So Garrett.
The Garrett.
Illidan. I kind of consider Sylvanas both sides.
The Lich King. Ignoros.
Deathwing.
Diablo.
Diablo.
And Diablo.
Kerrigan.
Kerrigan.
An amazing villain.
I like Sheldon.
I'm going to say Illidan 3 times because Illidan is the greatest hero of all time, even though everybody says he's the villain. But
Sarah Kerrigan.
Would you consider Sylvanas a hero?
Okay, Tyrion.
And Deckard Cain.
And Jaina.
Jaina.
Tyrael.
Jim Raynor.
I got a back Rainer. Jim Raynor.
Jim Raynor, I don't know why. Just feeling Jim Raynor right now.
Thrall.
Thrall.
I was going to say Thrall.
Thrall deserves it too.
I'm probably going to have to go with Thrall. He's the man.